what's up, guys? The ranked 25 player in the world is preparing for the new meta by playing one of the best decks after the balance changes. If y'all didn't get a chance to look, there's over 20 different changes and every single one of them is a nerf, meaning that the majority of the strong cards in Clash Royale are going to get a lot worse. And all the top decks are going to get completely swapped around, except this one, which only has one card getting nerfed, while the rest of the 7 of the 8 cards in the deck are going to get huge indirect buffs because Clash Royale didn't deem them worthy of getting nerfed. Also, the core synergy of splash damage with the Evolved Executioner, Bowler, and Golden Knight and Tornado allows you to pull your opponent's units together and grind them up in a blender. Whether you're tornadoing your opponent's units in alignment with their tower so the Golden Knight, Executioner, Bowler can finish off the game, or Graveyard Freeze cheesing, or even Inferno Dragon to melt down your opponent's tower, there are multiple ways to win, making it one of the top options for people that want to push up a ladder, where people just randomly throw whatever cards they have in their hand and you don't know what you're going to be playing against. It's time to assert dominance with the top deck for the new meta. And huge Inferno Dragon love to everyone that's supporting the channel with creator code SirTag. All right, so with over 20 changes and around 40 cards affected, Clash Royale is wild with these balance changes. And it's genuinely who evaded the nerf hammer the most, and it's probably this deck. Because only one card was changed in this deck, and that's Graveyard. The win condition, admittedly, obviously the Graveyard makes the biggest difference in the deck because that's how you're going to be able to deal all your damage. But with the Skeletons getting a attack speed nerf of like 0.1 seconds comparatively to all the Vines decks with freaking Baby Dragon Evolution and Witch, and then also having a whole bunch of other cards like Guards and Berserker, well, the strongest cards in the game all got nerfed, and this deck did not. So that's really cool to only have one card get nerfed. Like, look at the Golden Knight. Golden Knight did Golden Knight things. It dashed into the tower, hit the Prince, and made this guy a sad panda. So that doesn't happen with the majority of other decks. They just take towers right now. But even though this deck is ranked 25 in the world, it's still formidable. It's still like one of the better decks in the game. And with everything else getting nerfed around it, this deck is going to rise to the top. So that's at least what I'm thinking. Rinse and repeat, says this guy with his clan. And I feel like we're going to go and rinse his tower real quick. He's running a dirty deck. He's got Prince. I am so excited for Prince to get a bit of a nerf too. It's just one of those things that it's like a bug fix. But in reality, it shouldn't like immediately charge, get the hit, and have the damage. Unfortunately, Royal Recruits are also getting nerfed as well. There's a whole bunch of cards that we'll see how the interactions go. Like if they call it a bugs fix and they're like, hey, the bug fix is just going to like change the card a little bit and how it works. Nah, it's a straight up nerf. I feel like they should call it how it is. So I don't know. But also the changes aren't finalized yet. So maybe they won't nerf these cards as hard as I'm hoping they do, but we'll see. Anyway, I want to freeze just because obviously we can get a lot more skeleton damage on the Dark Prince and I probably don't have to respond to it. And I don't really care that much about the tower anymore. Even if we take a Dark Prince hit, it's fine. Even if we end up getting a Mega Minion close by, it's fine. It just matters if our guy gets to go in for a giant push and we don't have any way of defending it. So I'm actually going to go Executioner, so I'm not going to take that hit. And we're going to Inferno Dragon the other lane more likely than not. I hope that I can just allocate my Zappies on the same side as where he spams us. That's the main concern. I could Graveyard here because we still have the Executioner, and I think he's going to be in a problematic position. I definitely want to get a good freeze rolling, and we'll see how it goes. I mean, bro probably has Vines, so I'll see if he decides to drop them. Oh, he's just running Fireball, no Vines. You know what? This is not that bad. I think we're chilling as long as we're able to defend this with a Golden Knight. So what our game plan is I wanted to activate King Tower and then pull the Prince off and not die to the Bomber. Oh, I'm dumb! What am I doing? I think I pulled the Bomber into our tower. I legitimately fumbled it. I think I had a defense and I didn't have to NATO. And I threw it by spending Elixir. I'm stupid. Why am I so dumb, dude? I mean, sometimes you're allowed to be stupid if you're running Graveyard Freeze because you can kind of just do as you please as the Skeletons destroy everything. Obviously, they're not going to deal as much damage as you saw in the balance changes afterward, but I mean, they're still going to be a stupidly strong card. The same amount of Skeleton spawn. Even if you deal damage slower, you'll still wash away the tower with damage faster than what's fair. Okay, so we're playing against someone with a Furnace in the banner. I hope that that's a card that we're going to be playing against right now. And it's weird how they've decided to change that in the balance changes. Furnace is going to get a bit of a different attribute of moving faster, which means that you can't slow roll a Furnace and collect as many Fire Spirits because it's going to arrive on your opponent's side of the arena faster. I don't know if I like super agree with. Also, I hate the fact that Fire Spirits jump and I can't hit them. That is 2 misses, Bowler. Are we going to go for a third? Yes. My Bowler doesn't know how to hit things. Bully. My Bully is a little bit dumb. All right. Well, we will hopefully activate King Tower with that mini P.E.K.K.A that conveniently leveled up to level 16 just for enough health for us to get that King activation. I do think that this matchup is very favoring us if I'm able to get a phenomenal Inferno Dragon and get him to go in for some bad trades. So genuinely, I'm an Inferno Dragon early. I don't care if Mr. Rocket Man has vines. I'm totally okay with him doing that. More often than not, people will go in for vines there, but he decided not to. I'm going to Graveyard because I would like to kill the Inferno Dragon counter of the Baby D, and then also potentially freeze, depending on how well this goes. It didn't go as well as we wanted, but still decent enough for us to maybe go in for an Executioner. And unlike the stupid Bowler, the Executioner will do sublime against this Fire Spirit, I believe. At least that's what I'm assuming, guys. I don't think that the Executioner is as dumb as the Bowler there, and it is able to clean house. So, I don't know what Bully is doing, but Bully is not doing good things for me. Anyway, we are going to be able to slice and dice through his stuff using our Executioner ideally. Honestly, screw it. Let's pull it closer so the Executioner is able to hit the tower as well. And honestly, yo, he baited me so well. I went for an ability at the exact time he went in for the vines. So, I don't know if that was calculated on his end or if he just kind of got lucky, but it happens, you know. Sometimes you do get finessed. So I'm going to try to start slow rolling more bowlers. I don't really want to do anything else. Okay, wait. What if I just do this and then go in for a Graveyard and then take his tower? Because I'm pretty confident he's not defending this. Like 90% confidence interval, I will do very, very well here. With the Inferno Dragon on the minion, ideally we're going to be able to deal enough damage to force out stuff that he doesn't want to be cycling. And then we can just go Zappies on this side and use our bowler in the other lane. So if we stagger our Zappies like this, I'm pretty confident that the thing just doesn't move very fast. And we should be able to Inferno Dragon on his other stuff. So I should defend and then, I don't know. I think I'm in a good spot. Maybe I'm stupid, but I think I'm in an okay position here. I don't know. The Inferno Dragon's got to kill it though. All right, cool. That's what I was expecting. No minions in cycle because he dropped them on the Inferno Dragon. Now we Graveyard. Click the Golden Knight ability just to dash on the tower as fast as possible. Force a mini P.E.K.K.A before he wants to. And then freeze on the Barbaro and the mini P.E.K.K.A because he just used his best answer to the Graveyard Skeletons. So as long as I'm able to defend this with our Inferno Dragon, I should win the game with a Tornado. I think the Tornado does do 38. Yeah, so we win. GG! We take those. Kind of a weird game, not going to lie. But having the Inferno Dragon evolution came in super clutch on defense against those minions that he was trying to kill the Inferno Dragon with. It was just... he cycled the wrong thing, we punished him with Graveyard, and we snagged another easy win. Notably, if you look at this guy's deck, Minions, Baby Dragon, Furnace, Goblin Machine, all of those cards are getting nerfed. Like half of his deck there, actually more. 5 of his cards are going to get nerfed, and if we destroy that right now, imagine how easy it will be for us after the balance changes. So this guy's dropping some wows, and he's got a Princess Tower. So I'm kind of astounded that people are not always playing beatdown decks, but here we are seeing a Furnace. I was going to say, usually it's Chef Tower, but he's not giving me the Chef's kiss. He's going to be kissing my tower with the Fire Spirit instead. Oh, it could be Graveyard. It could very well be Graveyard since we see Barbell too. There's 2 different possibilities. All I know is my bowler will consistently miss the Fire Spirit every time, so I need to help my bowler out. He missed the Fire Spirit while the Fire Spirit jumps. This is like next level shenanigans, bowler. What are you doing here? Learn from the Executioner. Okay, this is sick. Yeah, we're definitely playing against a Graveyard deck. Obviously, the Bowler conjunction with the Executioner, combining them together so you get the knockback and the axe that doesn't miss, that's the best of both worlds. I'm going to solidly cycle a Graveyard here, and then I'm just going to throw down a freeze because I need to kill that Furnace. I am not about the life of letting that Fire Spirit lock onto my tower for more value. Even if he's going to have poison, I think the Executioner is conniving to cut up our opponent's tower with a good freeze. So if we can hit him up like that and make sure he allocates 8 elixir on defense and then he doesn't have anything left over to lock onto the Executioner, that's how we win against decks that have poison. More often than not, whenever I match into poison matchups, it's not the end of the world. Also, I hate the fact that he barbarelled at the exact time. Bowler is never missing an opportunity to miss. That's all I'm going to say. Bowler, hardcore throwing. I mean, he is a thrower for good reason, right? We're going to go down and drop our Golden Knight in the back, and maybe I could go Xe. I could also throw down like another Graveyard here with our Inferno Dragon, hopefully helping out against whatever tank he drops. Yeah, it's just like a little Berserker, so it's not that big of a deal, but I'm trying to chuck more bowlers at our boy, and it's probably not going to happen, but ideally we can get a Golden Knight ability, so yeah, we're going to go for that right now. We're going to lock directly on the tower, and then I can maybe even freeze if I'm feeling a little bit spicy. I don't think this is like the best play in the world, but I'm going to send it anyway because the Golden Knight, we want it to be tanking for the Inferno Dragon so we can get more damage. I could also pop ability here just to get a little bit more damage. And I feel like that feels good, you know, like to get another Golden Knight ability on his tower for the 2-time. All right, this time the bowler's not going to miss. He's not going to miss. He's going to do things. He's going to hit the Berserker. All right. Okay, that's the way that we want to play today. No more misses, bowler. So I guess I can go for an Executioner and possibly just win this bridge battle. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to go cycle Golden Knight in the back and maybe get back to a Graveyard Freeze, potentially. I don't know. It's just, like, risky. A little bit of risky business out here. But I'm about it. Never doubt it. I think this is fine. I mean, I could go and cycle the ability and get onto the freaking... Oh, my gosh. That... What? How did that go to Narnia? That was at my tower. That might have been the best bowler ball I've ever seen in my life. Yo, guys, let me know down below in the comment section. Have you seen a better... freaking Golden Knight ability? I said bowler ball. I don't know why I said bowler ball. That must have been the best Golden Knight ability in Clash Royale's history, for real. Oh, wait, the bowler's alive. This might be the best bowler ball, though. Yo, I was talking about bowler balls. This might be the bowler ball. Oh, no, it wasn't. It was a gutter ball. It was a gutter ball. But we're going to throw him in the gutter with a freeze. GG, my guy. That was a very fun game. I have never had a Golden Knight travel from my side of the arena, basically at my tower to my opponent's tower. That thing took the Highway Express POV lane with no stops. All right, so this guy's a little bit lower than us. We'll see what we can do. I don't want to be making the first play ever with this deck. Generally, when you got 5 and 4 cost cards, it's always in the opponent's side of the court to be making the first play, and we'll wait until that happens. Okay, so it didn't take too long. He cycled the knight in the back, and that's decent for us because we can go for the Executioner into it, and we have Inferno Dragon for anti-air responses in case he's got Balloon or something. And of course, we have Tornado as our first order of business if we're able to go and drop that. I do want to go Golden Knight just because it's going to cost less, and it's a bit more tanky for its cost here. It's going to be really good on defense, and I shouldn't have to spend anything else. Oh, Bully! Let's go! This is incredible. I love using Bowler on defense against Royal Hogs. It's just so fat that it clogs up the lane and it really reduces the pain that I would take. So unfortunately for us, he's probably going to have something annoying on defense. Oh, maybe he just has Mighty Miner. Oh, he just has Knight. All right, it's fine. No real reset for us here. And I think I freeze. I think I send it a bit. Yeah, I'm going to send the freeze. I was kind of hoping I'd hit a Dark Prince too, but... it's aight. We still snagged that little skeleton on the left, and the bowler is going to hit the tower one more time. Let's go. We're locked in right now, and I hope he just graciously donates more elixir with the piggies right into the Executioner. I don't know if he wants to. I'm going to send it. This could be good. This could be bad. We'll see. Please just kill the Exy. I was hoping he'd go for Vines and kill the Executioner. He's not sending it because I had Golden Knight, so I could push everything off. That sucks, man. He didn't want to send it. He didn't want to send it as much as I did. All right, we're going to plop the ability of our Golden Knight. And it locks onto the tower? What? Okay, all right. That's insane. Golden Knight's kind of broken. Golden Knight does Golden Knight things, as you guys have been seeing. Oh, by the way, I like Zappies in this spot because they'll stagger their Zaps. So they're not going to hit the Dark Prince at the same time. So the Dark Prince is like moving so slow. If you have the Zappies hug the tower, it's a trick that I've learned from playing a lot of Royal Recruits, and that's how you optimally place your Royal Recruits Zappies. So I did it the same here. Also, I think we just went left side with the Golden Knight ability. We'll see. Yeah, I definitely want to go Golden Knight ability if we're going to be able to chain onto all this stuff again. Oh, Golden Knight doesn't stop. It just makes your opponent's units drop. Yes, sir. All right, we're going to freeze. We're going to go Zappies on this. Then we should be able to conveniently counter everything. I'm not going to overspend. I'm also not going to underspend, too. You guys know how I do. I need to make sure that I get this bowler down, though, because otherwise we will lose the game. And I want to chuck just one more Graveyard Freeze and send this man down to the depths of despair. Actually, I want to go Golden Knight here and then probably Graveyard and then click the ability if possible. If it doesn't work, then I can still freeze and win the game because obviously it's just too tough for him to stop all the Graveyard Skeletons. If he Bar Brills, it doesn't extend far enough to go backwards and kill the skeletons that are on all sides. So just waiting for the Bar Brill to go down and we snag the dub. GG, man. All right, Lifetime. Hopefully his lifetime is not going to be extended for too long. We want him to go and spam directly into us and let us collect a free win. So he's not going to be doing anything like that of the sort. Oh, never mind. He listened to me. Yo, he drops the shiny in the back. First play. Hey, that's the meta we know and love, baby. Unfortunately, we don't have Zappies or Inferno Dragons. So this kind of sucks. Like, ideally, we're able to defend this really easy, but it's a little bit harder when we have to go Golden Knight. pop the ability, so then we stop the Prince's dash and kind of hope that we have a much better interaction than what we got so far. But yeah, you got to use Golden Knight a lot more than you would expect. It goes Zappies as well, so then we can decide to destroy the Prince without spending, you know, a Prince connection on our Executioner. That was literally like the worst hand. Out of everything that I could have gotten, that sucked. Like, I had Inferno Dragon, I had Zappies. I didn't have either of them. I'm going to go Golden Knight with Bowler there. This doesn't feel well. That just doesn't feel right, you know? I just wasted a lot of Elixir. I bet you he goes in for another Giant. I just have a bad hand. I got to go Inferno Dragon back left. Maybe swerve him a little bit. Potentially go... I mean, he could go Minions on me. And if I go Golden Knight into this... Wait, no. He's raging. I don't think he's got Minions. What is he doing? Yo, I'm so confused right now. I don't know what his graveyard answers are, so I don't want to overcommit, you know? It's just one of those moments where, like, if you do overspend, you sometimes will just straight up lose the game. I'm going to Bowler in the side where he's already done a lot of his damage. I would drop it in the back. I have Executioner Zappy, so it should be good if he decides to go all in. I could have frozen with that, but I just... Like, I don't want to be risky with the last game of the day. I want to lock in for a win, you know? I got to get this W here. All right, he's definitely going to drop a spell on this. This is fat value for him. But let's see what we can do. I mean, Executioner might just straight up melt everything. You know what? Do it, bro. Let's just do this. I mean, Bully! They work so well together. They're brothers in arms. And they're hugging today. They're hugging. All right, we're in a graveyard, and we're going to pop the ability as well. So then we are able to pop that Prince real fast. Genuinely, I might have just won the game with this Executioner Bowler. They got the double knockbacks. The double knockbacks are knocking this man out of the match. Let's go. Oh, Bully, you missed. How dare. How dare, bro. All right, we're chuck another Bowler here. And then we always have Zappies in hand in case he, you know, decides to get out of hand and goes and spams his Prince in the other lane. I'm going to go Executioner yet again. I think this just works so well. So I gotta throw back the dynamic duo yet again. I'm going to go Golden Knight and click the ability probably. I'll Inferno Dragon here. Golden Knight on top of the Prince and drop the ability ideally. Man, if I got a fatter ability there, that would have been value. But it is what it is. I'm going to let it happen. Go for our... Oh, Inferno Dragon! You did him so dirty, Inferno Dragon! We're not dragging on this game any longer. It's over. It's over for real. You're going to go guards, we'll freeze it, and then it's over. Yeah, there's nothing you can do. It's the predictable guards, predictable win, Bully for the victory. And bro's yawning. You know what? I'm going right to bed, man. This is the last game of the day, and I'm going to have a solemn slumber, just cherishing that sweet victory. Inferno Dragon, sizzle the like button, subscribe for more daily content, and have an amazing rest of your day.